Welcome back everyone to another game. It's your host Lethal here with Lethal Gaming. Guys, I'm going to present you another casted game. Let me double check real quick that I'm recording. Okay, we are recording. Let's jump into this game today. One good news today for everyone who likes to watch my videos, who have subscribed, and my friends and family. Shout out to you guys. Thanks for all the support. Special moment for us, guys. I jumped into rank game. Today Age of Empires 2 is doing really good and it wasn't crashing, and it isn't crashing as I speak here. I just played this game. I jumped into rank, guys, and I'm currently almost 1300 ELO. I was started like at 1100. And there's some good games. I just want to cast this game because it was a pretty good game and I hope you guys will enjoy it. Whoops. Deleted the TC right there. And whatnot. Okay, it's kind of funny that I know what's gonna happen, so I'm gonna try to cast in a way where I don't spoil too much. But we did delete it to see. Lethal deleted it to see and rebuilt his TC here. He did spot the enemy TC though, which is a good thing, guys. Gray is in this side of the map, and he's playing as the Mayans. Let's introduce the players. Nate Lee is Gray as the Mayans. He goes straight into hunting his deer. He only has one sheep. He will prioritize this sheep for scouting. This is kind of an unfortunate circumstance, guys. We are playing a nomad map. Land nomad means no water. Nomad means water. There is water on the outskirts of the map, so you are able to essentially build ships. This guy gets house capped. He did pretty good. It was a pretty good game. Almost had me. I did say no spoilers, but I guess we will add the spoilers. He almost had me. Lethal, on the other hand. Guys, look at this TC placement. Right by the berries. Right by the tree line. Was looking for a close gold. Got by a close gold. That was actually coincidental. I'm pretty sure that Lethal was like, screw it. I'm just going to take this. If I find a gold, I find it. If I don't, I'll have to go the distance. But very close gold. Look at all the scouting. 1 sheep, 2 sheep, kill the sheep. Seems like Lethal had 3 sheep, guys. That's so important to at least find 1 or 2 sheeps, bare minimum, to help scout. Doing a little boiler right off the bat. Really nice. Boom. Good food resource and whatnot, guys. Right under the TC. That's so nice. Unlike this, when you're further away from the TC, it's kind of rough. Idling time a little bit here. Gray is idling time a little bit here, but guys, essentially it's not too bad if you can play the game well. You know, you kind of go with the flow. You do what you can. You don't always get the best spots in Nomad. I have had some rough games in this map. I honestly prefer like land maps where you just start off normal, but Nomad is fun. I used to play it a lot, Land Nomad, back in the day. Actually, I never played Nomad often. I played Land Nomad. Pretty much no water. Tons of... The old Land Nomad I used to play had tons of deer, tons of boar. It was just ridiculous. You had like 50 billion deer on the map, 50 billion boars, so it was really fun in that sense. I remember playing lots of games, especially post-Imperial games in Land Nomad with huge epic battles. Lethal is luring in another boar. He's bringing it under the TC, doing a really good job, guys. This is amazing. Like, honestly, we're playing GA today. We're not playing Nomad. We're playing GA today, guys. 2 boars already under the TC. This one is about to decay. 3 food left. Goes for his first dock. Guys, this is a water map. It's always good to prioritize ships. I just realized I didn't introduce Lethal. Lethal is red as the Bulgarians. So a Bulgarians matchup against the Mayans, guys. What are the bonuses of the Mayans? Mayans have great archers. They have the plumed archer. They have really nice arbalest archers at a discounted cost. They also have elite skirmisher. They have eagle warriors. They are known as I forgot what it's called, Meta Civ or something like that. Sorry guys, I don't know it at the top of my head, but we'll continue. Rip. Gray has placed the dock down as well. He is building 3 villagers. Red was house capped before I switched. He cleared up his little ostriches. Started killing the sheep under his TC. Found another one to scout. He's transitioning to the berries over here. He has built 2 fishing ships. That's really good. That's really good. You guys don't want to miss out on your fishing ships. At least like 3 or 4 of them is well worth it. Lethal already has his first fishing ship out. He queued up his second fishing ship. This is kind of a far distance for lumberjacking, guys, but it's not that bad. Definitely could build a lumber camp when he's ready. Prioritizing the berries. 5 on berries, 4 on deers. Queued up some villagers. Now he's going to these far out deers over here, trying to split up his food. Has 1 villager here, guys. Apparently shore fishermen villagers are pretty effective. They catch shore fish pretty quickly. Boom, boom. Look at that. This guy's a beast. He's gonna catch all the fish all by himself. 177 fish. Let's go take a quick peek at Nate Lee, our Mayan player for today. Has 2 fishing ships out. He lured a boar. Always, guys, remember, always get him under the TC, but really close. He's transitioning to stone. This is Gray. If there was scout information, this is Gray telling us, you know, he wants to go build a castle. He wants to go for plumed archer. Mayans are known for plumed archer. Plumed archers run quickly. They can snipe villagers. They can do damage, and they're just a great archer in general. They are fairly inexpensive. They cost just a little bit of food and gold, and you can mess up on them and do some serious work. He has 4 fishing ships out. Going to the feudal age at 27 pop. 4 on stone. Bada boom, bada bang. Let's take a quick peek at lethal. 24 pop. About to click to the feudal age. But he's like, oh no. Lethal doesn't have a lumber camp. He can't go to the next stage. Idling villagers. Come on, Lethal. You want to go pro. You can't be doing this. Can't be idling them. They can't be standing around. Amateur mistakes. Scouting with the fishing ships a little. Has 2, 4, 5 fishing ships out. He stopped producing fishing ships at 5. He's thinking of focusing more on land this game, I'm assuming. Look at the score difference, guys. This is a huge deal, and this is because of scouting. Scouting information. Oh. It's only 8 o'clock, guys. 9 o'clock. So it's not bedtime yet. I'm already yawning. Rip. Scouting information gives a lot of points, and it's also very useful. Lethal knows where these berries are. This boar. He knows these berries. Ostrich is up in there. Would have been smart. Go up here and just boom, boom. Take that. Gray has advanced to the feudal age. Let's take a quick peek at what he's gonna do. He drops a blacksmith down. He built 4 ships. He's not building anymore. He has the same idea as Lethal. Doesn't want to invest into the water that much. This could be really like beneficial for a player who uses the water to his own advantage, guys. It's extra population. This guy is trying to tower rush. You notice how, guys, check this out. This is so good by Lethal. Lethal deleted his TC. I didn't mention it earlier, but I forgot to actually catch it happen. He deletes his TC. So Gray is tower rushing him, assuming Lethal is there. He is spending this viable and vital resources on towers. 3 villagers building towers. 4 villagers going on stone. Lethal just went to the feudal age. Let's take a quick peek at what Lethal builds. And he buys fletching, guys, right off the bat. Nate Lee goes aggressive against Lethal. Lethal is not even there. Lethal knows he's in this area. He deleted his TC. He's chilling, guys. He's walling over here. He built 1 fire galley. He's walling. Rip. Shift click. Sometimes shift click does not work for Lethal. Look at this. Fully walled on this side. Started taking the boar. Fully walled on this side. Finishing up here, guys. Kind of a good piece of secure land. 2 huge wood patches. has a gold up front. Other than that, everything else is risky, but the basics, food and wood, are safe in this huge land piece that he has walled. There is a relic, however, over here. Still on 5 ships, sending out his fire galley a little bit. Lethal is dropping a market. Gray is probably thinking, what the hell? Where did Lethal go? He vanished? Did he teleport? He's like, what the hell? He's scouting. Nate Lee does not know, guys. Notice how effective this was. An accident becoming a strategy. An accident giving Lethal the upper hand. Because Gray invested into a feudal age blockade. Rip, rip, rip. He's sending this little spearman out. Interestingly enough, he doesn't build a Eagle Scout. He has plenty of resources. 500 wood. There we go again. Yawning and yawning. Good morning, everyone. 500 wood. 400 food. Almost 500 food. He can go to the Castle Age. He's just not building the buildings. Probably thinking of what to do. Lethal's gone. He teleported. Gotta go find him. Maybe apply some pressure. Or whatnot. Let's go take a quick peek. He is gathering gold over here. He has a decent amount of scout information now. He is starting to grow and score. Very nice. Very nice. He is buying wheelbarrow. However, Lethal is halfway up to the Castle Age. Gray has found him. He's letting Lethal know, hey, let's get aggressive. I was like, what the flip am I building here? I ended up deleting this, which was probably a mistake, but whatever. We get a few wood back. I didn't need the barracks. I accidentally built it. I don't know what happened there, but it was a misclick. Lethal builds a little spearman, guys. 1v1, 1v1. Let's go. Let's go. Oink. Oh, he has the first hit. No upgrades for both of the spearmen. Lethal takes the sheep. This is gonna be a fun little Tom and Jerry cat and mouse thing. He took all the food here. Transition to the berries. Lethal's pushing forward. He wants to get ready for that Castle Age. He knows what mine players is about. Mines are about archers. So he puts that mining camp in the front, drops an archery range. Lethal's like, wait a second. No, I should be dropping TCs. What am I doing at this mining camp? Boom. 1 TC goes down. Frey's probably like, what the flip? Lethal's already in the Castle Age. Red finds his little fishing ships. Lethal decides not to build any more fishing ships because essentially what happens is you don't have wood to buy town centers, to build archery ranges. If you don't have enough lumberjacks to support, you know, fishing ships and your land. He drops 2 TCs, guys. A third TC is on the way, so for a total of 3. Dropping 1 here next to the stone, 1 here next to the wood. Going into macro play, guys. Gray is 65% of the way to Castle Age. This is a huge kind of blowback, but it ain't the end of the world. He has 2 archery ranges up. He has archers on the way. He has a little bit of security for his base. Boom. Lethal and Nate Lee have made contact, guys. The first little official touches and goes, little battles. Well, technically the Spearmen are MVPs of the day. They have done the first battle for us. And Lethal came out on top. Look at this, guys. I said castle. I was wrong. He was tower rushing. And now he is dropping a castle. I was just kind of looking ahead, guys. So good, guys. This was probably an accidental castle play, because he didn't know that the TC was there. I thought it was an intentional castle placement, like, oh, he knows where my TC is. Crap. But it wasn't after all. Lethal and Nate Lee are going back and forth a little bit. What the heck is Lethal doing? He's like, oh, snap. He has archers, as expected. But the castle is going down. It's going in the face. Nate Lee is floating some wood. Hopefully AOE 2 doesn't keep lagging out. I'm trying to switch at the bottom to Lethal. And he is floating some wood. He could get rid of it. He could use it. Lethal, however, look at these resources. Using everything. He barely has enough to freaking walk across the street and buy a lollipop. You know what I'm saying, guys? His pockets are empty. Just don't let Gollum enter the game. Furious the Monkey Boy, guys. Whoever knows that cheat code is kind of an inside joke. But it isn't Gollum, it's a monkey. But kind of looks like Gollum, honestly. So, Lethal drops a crate post. A defensive crate post. The castle is in range. He has 54 population, guys. 3 TCs. Gray is putting pressure on one of them, so he's going to go down to 2. He has crossbowman research, guys. Lethal is building a conic. Look at the queue. He doesn't have enough resources to queue up all the TCs, guys. Boom. Lethal dropped a 4th TC. What the flip is Lethal doing? He's trying to go for macro without macro. You know what I'm saying? He only has 6 farms, 5 fishing ships. Definitely could build a few more. Doesn't have the food income to support every single building production. But he is trying, guys. He is trying. He isn't giving up. However, a great player is in the advantage. He has a TC here. He has a TC down here. He has control of almost half of the map. He has a forward castle. He's doing really well. Pushing Lethal back. Lethal's crate post fires and takes out 1 archer. That was a solid volley. But Gray is too good for that. He sees it and runs off. He notices another TC. It's like, Lethal, what are you doing? Is this strategy to attack me with TCs? Nope. Lethal is just trying to boom out. Notice the floating resources for Gray. He is relaxed. He's just queuing up 2 villagers at a time. Could drop a 3rd TC already. Could queue up some more archers. He's just chilling. There goes a TC. There goes a siege workshop. He's taking his time. He's probably saving up for Imperial. But he could definitely put the hurt on us and take us out. End the game, so to speak. He just needs to quickly build a few units. Lethal, he has something going for him, guys. He's flowing a little wood now. He finally has a little army. He has at least skirmishers. No defense upgrades, however, but he bought Bodkin arrow and fletching, so he has +2 range. No brazier, obviously, because he isn't in the Imperial Age. Notice a little bit of micro here, running back and forth with this conic. All that arrow fire going away. He's picking up 3 archers. Lethal is playing defensive, guys. He can get rid of some wood, but there's a lot of pressure. This is what happens in these kind of games, guys, and this is why practice makes perfect. You can get rid of your wood. You can build fishing ships with it. You can build some docks. You can definitely, boom, he's already sold some. And check that out. He bought some stone, and he's dropping another crate post. He sold some for gold, then bought some stone for gold. Gray could definitely attack these villagers. They're Hail Marying it, guys. They're YOLO swagging it up. They're like, we're going to chop until it's gone. We're going to make the most of it. Lethal notices. He gets ready. He gets prepped, guys. This could be a first Clash of Titans. Trying to build the crate post. He's microing Clash of Titans. Let's go. First battle of the day. The Conics. I mean, not the Conics. Yeah, the Conics. Sorry, guys. Conics go up front, trying to do some damage on the mangonels. Gray could pull some villagers to repair these mangonels, guys. Trying to focus fire on the archers. Boom. Lethal loses a little too much, but he sacrifices his army to keep the crate post alive. Keep it built, so to speak, guys. He wants the crate post to go up to hold this territory so he can't keep pushing forward. Let's see Gray's reaction. Notice, guys, how he is also just chilling in the back, fully safe, fully walled, just trying to hold this territory. Only down back. Oh, he's down to 2 TCs as well, guys. Could try to get back up to 3, maybe 4. A ridiculous number with no farms, but it is what it is, guys. Look at the score difference. Gray is in the score lead. He has so many resources. He's in such a good spot. Eco untouched, guys. He has lumberjacks. Walking the distance, Hail Marying it, playing football, dropping a forward castle. playing fairly defensively, but also aggressively, all at the same time. Misclicking, killing an ostrich. He's going to make sure this Krapos will go down eventually. Has 1, 2, 3 TCs, guys. 3 TCs is ideal. I say no less than 3. You could always go more. Lethal was going for 4 really early on, but didn't work out for him because Gray dropped a forward castle. Now this castle is putting work on Lethal. Let's take Fog of War off. And notice how 50-50 map, guys. But Gray has the upper hand with this 50-50 map. These are open areas that Gray could definitely go through with Eagle Warriors. This is fully walled, but now it's kind of open. He can run through here, raid with some Eagle Warriors, but he decided to go Archers and Mangonel this game. Lethal is moving forward. He's sending his army. Gray's going up to the Imperial Age. He can keep queuing up Archers. This guy played fairly well, but he's making a mistake here, not queuing anything up. Floating resources for no reason. Lethal is trying to get back into the economy, building so many villagers. Unnecessary, guys. He notices, oh snap, I'm building another TC, so he deletes it. He runs back, and he drops it a little further away. Konaks are super strong, guys. They are very good against archers. They fare well decent with infantry. Oh snap, Lethal, come on, go to fight. Yep, there he goes. Fairly decent reaction timing. But he is going to lose some villagers. Gonna prioritize sacrificing his army to build this Krapos. Put some pressure on Gray's eco and military now. Look at this battle, guys. Ooh, skirmishers are doing their magic and wonder against archers, guys. The counter to archer is elite skirmisher. Has some 1 armor upgrade. Definitely 2 attack upgrades are coming into play. Guys, notice that he's sitting on the town center. Don't be afraid to sit under town center with skirmishers. They are very tanky archer fire troops. Like, they can take 3 hits from a TC. This will idle time. Essentially, you get your resources back if he just stands around and does nothing. That's all I'm saying, guys. Lethal is on his 3rd TC. Gray is building up, bringing in some mangonels. Guys, Clash of Titans all day, but this is just clashing. There is no end to it. Red sends in his Connex, guys. He's going to try to take out... Oh, did he misclick? Did he go? Yeah, there he goes. Boom, takes out both the mangonels. Make sure that Gray doesn't have those to take out his elite skirmishers. Red is on 3 CCs now. I'm not going to go look at the eco because there's so much action. Gray is dropping archery range, castle. Red notices this. He sends a few troops. He is fighting him. He wants to take out these villagers. But look at all these other villagers here just gathering resources. Gray is confident. He knows he's going to get that castle up. Oh my goodness, guys. Look at this bloodshed. All these soldiers dead. This TC is going down. The castle goes up. The Conic is doing some work on these villagers. Holy smokes, lots of action. Gray is in the Imperial Age. He has his first treb out. Red is going to go forward with some more villagers. Build a Krapos. He wants to secure the stone. I mean, Red is doing that. And Gray, he transitioned Elite Skirmisher. Good for him. He's really smart. Red drops a 30 TC here, guys. Notice how he's expanding his economy. He has plenty of farm now. He clicked to the Imperial Age. He's going to the Imperial Age. He knows that Gray's in the Imperial Age. He has the upper hand with that, with Trebs coming on the way. He's trying to do as best as he can. Build as many things as he can. He, boom, queues up some villagers. Red was definitely struggling with consistent production this game, but he didn't do too bad, guys. Lethal didn't do too bad. Hopefully it ain't cheesy talking about myself in 3rd person. The Trebs are coming. They are taking down Red's Krapos. They're going to make short work of these bad boys. These guys are like miniature castles. They cost 350 stone. They have 9 range, 10 plus 2 damage, times 4, so... Boom, that's over 40 damage. That's a lot of damage. And notice how, look at these guys. They can take like 2-3 hits from the fire here. You definitely don't want to fight these buildings with archers whatsoever. Use siege weapons or wrap around it with cavalry or infantry. Especially if the Krapos don't have murder holes. In this case, they do not. But Lethal is trying to just build more Krapos. He is also massing up some armor. Let's take a quick look at Gray's eco. He's dropping some farms in the back. He has a secure base. This would be a really nice raid right here. If Red could send a few little Konaks like over here, just scout a little bit, pick off a few villagers that are not safe, like some in the back. Gray is pushing forward. He has a huge army, but he's making a mistake right now, guys. Notice how he knows that Red is building some Konaks. He hasn't transitioned into anything. He's just massing up on skirmishers, thinking Red is going to mass up on skirmishers. He should definitely start building some archers or build some halberdier. Mayans do have halberdier. Or build some plume archers, guys. Great. Mayans are known for plume archers. Skirmish plume archer combo would be really solid against a Konak army. Although Konaks do fare well against archers, if you have a mass amount of plumed archers with a few halberdier in the back or just a huge number of plumed archers, you can hit and run and kill them quite nicely. The only downside to that is if both players mass, one player masses Konaks, one player masses plumed archer, the Konak player will win as long as he has the numbers, because they are just a stronger unit in general. Red is in the Imperial Age. He just went to the Imperial Age. He's building a stable to buy some stable upgrades. He's buying plate barding armor. He bought husbandry. He's trying to get his Konaks upgraded. He isn't dropping a castle to buy elite Konak. Definitely can't afford that in the meantime. But he is dropping some houses in the back, trying to make sure he's not going to get capped. I don't remember if Krapos give housing space. TC gets destroyed. Gray is moving forward with 47 skirmishers. Population difference, guys. 147 for Red. Gray has 131. Notice that Gray is floating resources. He isn't building stuff. He isn't mass producing army or anything. He just feels like he's in a comfortable spot, has the score lead, but he is slowly starting to lose and die. He is dropping this outpost, guys. He wants vision of this side. Red is coming in, guys. Clash of Titans. He's going to get vision of all this here, but forget about that. Red is coming in with his Konaks. Look at that. So tanky. Skirmishers can't do anything against them. He wraps around, sends a few to take care of the siege. Boom. Lethal is destroying Gray's army. Notice the transition right away. Arbalist research. Dropping a few production queues for Arbalists. Dropping barracks. This is kind of a late thing here, guys. He's late. He's late, guys. Lethal is charging in. He's late. I guess he didn't know that Lethal was going to go with the Konak from the Bulgarians. Such a strong troop. Shout out to my brother-in-law. He's a Bulgarian, so woot woot. They're putting in some work, you know what I'm saying, guys? But yeah, they are wrecking, guys. Look at this. Lethal is sending in the raids, starting to pull in the reward. GG is called and Gray resigns. Guys, one huge Clash of Titans solidifies the game for Lethal. Just the troop, guys. The correct troop against the wrong troop. Gray assumed what Lethal would be doing, that he would stick to skirmishers, but I'm like, he's mashing skirmishers. I need to get more stone, build Krapos. That's why I was just trying to build Krapos to defensively hold the Trebs and pop out a few Konaks before I go to Imperial Age, upgrade, and make that move to fight. Guys, remember, we are in low ELO bracket, so I would say that some people won't have as much experience as I have. I have more experience than the average player probably playing this game. I've played this game since I was 5 years old, so to speak. So I want to say I have the most experience in the sense of playing it consistently. I had years of breaks in the last recent years from this game, or months on end. So put it that way, guys. Definitely really rusty. I haven't played Conquerors consistent since I was 16 years old, and now I'm 27. That's a whole decade, guys, of no Age of Empires 2 consistency play gameplay. But enough of the details in my life. Let's go back to the actual game. So notice the raids are coming in. Lethal pulls out some troops. He stops these villagers from building the barracks. Gray probably just started researching. Nope, he's not even building anything. I would have assumed that he'd start researching for pikemen, and then halberdier. But guys, that's unfortunate. He had the upper hand this whole game, and then just boom. The right troops against the wrong troops won the battle for Lethal, and that's a GG. Let's take a quick look. Lethal's eco. He drops TC here. His TC here is still good. Look at this, guys. All these farms, few windmills to make them not walk a million miles. Rebuild his lumber camps. Could build one here. Has another TC here, so back on 3 TCs. That's really good. Uh, Not oh, that's Gray. Gray's floating a lot of resources. Not really floating many resources. He has all the villagers queued. Start building more skirmishers. Has blast furnace on the way, guys. +2 attack for those conics to make him dangerous. Lethal's already planning to buy Elite Conic, but can't afford it, and you'd have to build this castle. He would have to build this castle in the first place, guys. GG, well played. Enough said. Definitely Gray just made the simple mistake of not being aware of the conic. Should have built some Eagle Warriors, at least Halberdier, guys. He just assumed it was going to be a skirmish war. And GG, he loses the game. Let's take a quick look at the scores and call it a day. Military, 2100, guys. Almost balanced military. Just comes on top a little bit. Lethal takes the lead with economy, guys, because Gray wasn't producing consistently. Technology is almost the same. Definitely has a lot more castles. Comes out with the score barely. Units killed, 156. That last great battle put us up on top. Gray was in the lead the whole time before that. Units lost, 111, 19 raids, destroyed so many buildings, had a larger army than Lethal, but not the correct army. Food, wood, boom, 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 guys. More on castles, more on wood army composition, more on food because conics cost food, more gold, more expensive. More expensive army on gold, guys. Boom, castles built. In the Castle Age, but we did come to the Castle Age earlier, guys. Feudal Age, it was earlier for Nate. Imperial Age was way earlier. 6 minutes, that's a huge window to do some serious damage, even close out a game. 126 villager, guys. This is the low yellow bracket, so you'll be surprised though. I had 2 games today, guys, that I had 120 with another player. So it was like really close. Some of these guys are decent. Like, I'm like, what the flip? I'm playing in a low rating, but I guess the average Joe is a better player these days. Unlike back in the day when I was 14 years old, I was whipping everyone's butt, especially the 30-year-olds would be like, what the flip? You're only 14. But, or it was like 13. I can't even remember. No serious battles, just a few little Clash of Titans. Definitely not marked to the map, guys. GG, well played. Enough said. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. And as always, love y'all and stay lethal.